do you like chickens? How about chicken pot pie? How about chicken nuggets?
Chicken train, running all day. Chicken train, running all day. Chicken train, running all day. Can't get on, can't get off. Chicken train, take the chickens away.
Hey everybody, Wyoming James checking in, day number 30, day number 30 from the Urban Micro Farm. So we're out here with our turkey friends in the brooder, and they just woke up. I think I just woke them up when I cracked the door open. So they're awake and they're doing their thing, and looks like they're doing okay on feed. I'm going to go ahead and refill that. Probably give them a little bit of water, and then go get that fermented feed fixed up, and then we will head out to the pasture. Kind of comical watching these birds do their little dancey dance. So we're gonna get those birds out there on the pasture checked in. Looks like Miss Powder River Mandarin is going to join us today, so we will be checking in with you as a couple. So stand by. All right, so here we are out here on the pasture. So, hey, just so you guys know, it looks like there's more chicken farming in our future because we did not, I repeat, we did not win enough money at bingo so that we could retire from chicken farming. So we're still full-time chicken farmers with full-time other jobs, and yeah, we didn't do so well. So now, old Uncle Nick, he did all right. He won twice at the bingos, but we didn't. Did Carrie win too? She didn't win at all. Oh yeah. So, and I lie. I won like what, $13? No, it was $25. Yeah, it was $25. So I did. I won a little bit, but it didn't even pay for our bingos. So, excuse me. All right, so it's still allergy season, by the way. So here's what we're going to do. We have plenty of time this morning. We just want to bring these birds out. We're going to let them graze around for a little longer until we figure out something else to do. I'm really procrastinating on going back to the micro farm and building that turkey tractor. So I don't really want to be doing that, and it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous day out here. So now, I just want to share this right up here real quick. So I'm gonna zoom in, so bear with me. So right there, dead center of your screen. So we are now beyond the summer solstice. So it's summer. Days are now getting shorter, and we still have snow on the mountain. So it's been a cool year. It's been wet, which is good. Like lots of green grass. I think it's really helping these birds out. But it's been a weird year. So we're going to turn these birds out, which I think Mandy's going to do right now. Yeah, I think so. Don't you agree? Oh, maybe we're letting them out in the evening. I don't know. All right, whatever you like. So we're going to let these birds out. And we might not move the tractors. We might just let them out and then herd them back. Maybe. How about that, babe? Okay. So we're just going to let them out, let them wander around, and then they'll be hungry enough that we'll be able to feed them in the tractors. Look at that. They are like, hey, we played this game before. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, chicken birds. Hey, chicken birds. All right, so this is good. So we're going to let them graze a little bit, and we will check back in with you before we leave the pasture today. Stand by. Okay, so it didn't work out too well letting the birds out. They were really busy just wanting fed. So we put the feeders back in the tractors and fed them, and they're a lot happier now. So Quick update though, we just refilled that little galvanized can with the last of the feed from this barrel right here. So we've gone through, as soon as that galvanized can is fed, that will be 8 bags. That'll be 8 bags of feed. So they've been on. Okay, so we just filled up a memory card. So we fed 8 bags in 12 days. So we've got 12 days out here on the pasture, and we've gone through 8 bags, which is about normal. But so we figure another 8 days, another 12 days out of that black barrel, that second one up there, should put us right up to butchering time, which is about what we planned. We planned to be hit butchering time about the time we hit that black barrel. So we're close. I mean, it's this close barrel is probably about 25 yards away. That far barrel is probably about 70 yards away. So we're really, really close to butcher day on this. Now, we're gonna do that butchering probably the 3rd week in July or the last week in July, right around there, so that we have these tractors freed up for the next batch. But we're really looking forward to that. It is a beautiful, beautiful day out here on the pasture. I know I say that every day, but it's Wyoming, so it kind of goes without saying. But I can't tell you how much I enjoy coming out here every single day, so that we can move these tractors and be around these birds and just see everything that the pasture has to offer. So we are going to head back to town, work on the turkey tractor, and we will check in with you guys this afternoon. Stand by. All right, so it is evening time. We're out here on the pasture. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. Not a breath of wind. We had a rainstorm earlier, and it just made everything nice and damp. Smells amazing. You can smell the wildflowers, or you can see the wildflowers. I hope you guys can. You can smell the wildflowers. It is absolutely beautiful. So when we hit the lotto, we'll just buy this little chunk of ground, and we'll have a house out here, and we will we'll step out our front door and smell the wildflowers. So now then, our friends here in the pasture seem to be doing okay. Now, these birds in the tractor that we're feeding the fermented feed to, they're up and moving, and I don't know, they're kind of spunky. These in the middle tractor are all bedded down. They're just kind of chilling. And then these, same thing, in the far tractor, they're just bedded down. They think it's nighttime. So I don't know what has these birds all fired up, if they're just full of grain and feeling their oats, so to speak. So, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to get all these birds out of here. We're going to move the tractors into this deeper grass and hopefully give these birds a little time to roam before we put them away and head home for the evening. So Mandy's turning them out. They're doing their thing. They've got this figured out. I love this. I love that we can actually turn these birds out. They come out, graze around a little bit, look for some bugs, and then they load back up in the tractors. That's always fun. So we'll check back in with you just shortly. But we're gonna let these birds graze, and we will check back in. Stand by. Okay, so we're gonna try something a little different today. Look how wet that bird is right there. Look how wet all those birds are. That's weird. All right, so we're trying something a little different here. This that Mandy has in her hand is some corn that we grew in the garden 2 years ago, and we've had it shucked and in the freezer. So we're gonna feed some of it. Mandy got in a rage cleaning fit today, and because of that, she decided to pull that corn out of the freezer and feed it to the birds. So she's now feeding that. She's now feeding that corn, and hopefully they get some value out of it. yeah, it's frozen, so hopefully it doesn't lower their body temperature and then they all die of pneumonia, hypothermia, whatever. So, real quick update. I got to tell you guys, as we were heading out here this afternoon, we poked our head in on our little turkey friends, and we've lost another one. Don't know why. He was just taking his last gasps, and he was one of the bigger ones too. That's what's weird. He was not the one that was doing the little turtle death spin. He was one of the bigger birds, and I'm pretty sure he was a he. But for some reason, he kicked off. Don't know what it is. Don't know why. But everything we read tells us that turkeys are really, really hard to raise. So maybe we're more suited for chickens, where they require less care and maintenance than turkeys. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just always be chicken farmers. But you know, we kind of wanted to diversify a little bit and have some other critters. I don't remember them looking wet when we had them out though. Is the thing. I know, but when we just had them out just now moving them, they didn't look really wet. So anyway, hopefully it stays warm this evening because some of them are kind of wet. So we'll get them put to bed here, and we won't dwell too long on the lost turkey. But that's kind of hard. Those things are like $10 a piece, and every time we lose one, it's another $10 bill. So we had hoped to make more out of those birds than just compost. But so anyway, Wyoming James, Powder River Mandarin, checking out another day on the Urban Micro Farm. I believe it's day 30. Day 30 on the Urban Micro Farm. So we will check in with you guys tomorrow. Adios. So we are cruising down the road trying to loosen our load, and we've got a little visitor on the pasture here in the middle of the road. A little turtle. Far away from water. A long ways from the water. I mean, he's got a ways to go before he gets to the water, but he's a good-sized turtle. I think they call that a painted turtle. Isn't that right? Pretty sure it's a painted turtle. No, don't leave.
Should we take him down there?
So, yeah, what we'll probably do...
Just drive a little closer for
him? What we'll probably do is get him down to the water. Come on, little man. Hey. Andy's doing the turtle race. So, here's what we'll do. Let me back off here. So anyway, we're going to drive him back closer to the water. All right, so being good stewards of the land like we are, we're going to help this little guy out, maybe save him from some predation, and we're going to go down here to the pond and get him back in the water. You know it's going to start getting marshy any minute. I'm gonna stay about 15 feet behind you so that you're the one that goes in to drink before I do. We might be good all the way to the... All right, let me get around here. And he's out. Just saved him about 1,000,000 miles of traveling, relatively speaking. Yeah.
Good day on the
And he's he's like, wait a minute. No, he's on his way. I can still see him moving through the weeds. That's funny.
Mosquitoes.
All right, yeah, mosquitoes are thick down here, so we are going to depart. I know I said goodbye, but we're gonna say goodbye again.
Chicken train running all day, I can't get on.